Another fine day, another wonderful day for us to get together, have conversations. Another day for we to talk. Another day for we to sit and talk about things that concern us. Another day for us. Um, Another day for us to just get in here and talk about things which are important, but in most cases, our community feel like they're not going to have these conversations until it becomes a pressing issue. Um, by the way, shout out to every person who celebrate Valentine's Day. Me personally, I don't celebrate certain days. I don't celebrate. I don't know. I don't know all of this. Maybe because of the way I grew up. You know, when you come from a family where most of these days were not celebrated because you guys didn't even have money for buy chicken or money for some kind thing, then your mommy just tell you, say, oh, no, no, but about the days, they're not be important. They're just wasting money. They're just wasting time and things like that. You tap into that mindset, and for the rest of your life, you really don't even care about these days. Now, I know some people appreciate it. I know some people really like it. I know some people value it. Um, in as much as sometimes I forget. But lately, I dey try my best also for even if I miss the day, even if I be forget, I fit try for catch up, maybe do things and later. For catch up. For those we, especially for America, Valentine's Day is more for business. If you look at the American calendar, almost every month get a particular day where they want celebrate them nationwide. Almost every month get some particular day where business people they push an idea or an ideology so they can continue making their money. And yeah, so once I realized that, I decided before I go out there to celebrate this day or that day or whatever, I make sure I understand very well what I'm celebrating, why I'm celebrating, before I jump into. Now, for those who are watching already, thank you very much. Let me know if the volume is okay. If you get me 5 on 5 or 10 on 10 or 100 on 100, please let me know if the volume is okay. It's going to be a political conversation. It's going to be a community conversation. Our guest, Mr. Okoledi, run a little bit late, but he will join me in probably less than 4 or 5 minutes from now, and we'll continue the show. We'll get a long list of things I really want us to talk about, but the main topic today could be the municipal and legislative elections. Mr. Innocent, how you be a task you know can studio no? It's Kefe. What are you doing? Is it correct? You know if you be American then you know can studio. Yeah, so what I was, oh, thank you my brother Jute, and thank you my brother Innocent. So what I was saying is municipal and legislative elections they come in. If you look around our community, we are not having these conversations, whether back home or even in the diaspora. Not like people don't know this thing is about to happen, not like people don't understand the importance, not like we don't see reasons why we should talk about this, whether you did diaspora or you did back home. But for some reason, we have that nonchalant attitude of just waiting to the last minute, maybe 3 weeks to the elections or 2 weeks to the elections. Then we will just come out and start acting as if, oh, now we want change. Oh, now we want this. Oh, this man must go. Oh, this man must go. Knowing fully well, see, these things, it take a whole longer period. It takes a whole lot to prepare to win these elections, even for the party where Naid actually govern Cameroon right now. Then they just win the elections because they did for power. No. They make sure say during the year, throughout the year, they put in place strategies, they put in place people, they instruct them, waiting for do throughout the year. If you help them win elections. I'll give you a simple example. Look at somebody like Mewanu for Kumba, mayor for Kumba. I think mayor for Kumba, on a government on a mayor. City mayor, that one a city mayor, name na council mayor, city mayor for Kumba. Look at what he has done throughout these last 3 or 4 years. PWD Kumba, look at what he has done. When I talk to people in Kumba, they tell me how he don't clean the streets, he don't open new streets, he don't tar roads, he provide jobs. Okay, they're my host, my co-host, they my. Yeah, Ashia, she don't. Just wait my mic before she don't. No, they're okay, man. Now it has no.
I don't take my picking, go live at home.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. A couple man family different.
No, man, different.
So I need to be there around. I come back saying that last night. Yeah. Or I need even if you do that this thing.
No work.
I'll be Houston. I'll do something for this thing. She don't baba. No move the chair.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you now for being patient a little bit, but co-hosts don't come and we'll continue the show. So, like I'll tell you now, municipal and legislative elections will happen this year. Something which is very, very important, yet the community the treat and they say no be important. And then they will wait 2 weeks to the election. Then you see all man will come up for hole. And then they start to shout, they start to scream, oh, change, oh, change, oh, change, oh, change. Whereas the party in power, he don't start talk about the election since the last election passed. He don't already put people in place. If people they don't put them in place, they don't continue. I will try to give you an example for somebody like a city mayor of Okumba Council with the things the way at the years they don't do them. You don't open streets, new streets, clean roads, go for schools, do projects, make sure say Kumba get elite 2 team now, and that elite 2 team Kumba get right now. Now the top people, we me say next year probability they say Kumba get first division. And I know how Kumba people like football. How you expect me so opposition can beat you for the election after they prepare? Maybe the opposition get 1 month for prepare. So these are conversations we are supposed to have. Maybe now because we start getting the conversation, but we start getting the conversations, and again for be continuous because me the knowledge I get I'm not sure say really be good. I'm not sure I get the best knowledge when it comes to politics. When I talk to my brother, yeah, every time he says things and I'm like, damn, I'm empty, I don't know anything. And I say again for B, the people that they know, they go for come, share, me and you learn, we take and go share, we just imagine the person who know nothing about politics. What do you think they will teach you picking there? That's why you see person go grow picking the way they say, oh, politics na dating game and no one be involved. Whereas, whether you like it or not, whether you're participating intentionally or not, you participate for politics, whether I like or not. My brother, welcome.
Thank you, Toridey. Thank you very much. Happy Sunday for our viewers then. And also they follow Toridey.
Master, the last show we did, the last video, when I shared that video, people even call me, laugh me. You know, they know my stance with Isha Shoruma and things like that. And but it's beautiful. I like the fact that our people are starting to they find interest in the conversations, especially because so most of them in the physical diaspora. Somebody called me today when I shared the flyer. Called me and we said, Master, are they America? Did you to police for Cameroon? I said, you invest for Cameroon? He said, yes. I said, guess what? During the crisis, I'm not born to their property. He said, they born them. I said, you see why? Because we have bad leaders in place. We need to do things the way they appease every person. So some people at every given time go break out, go create the chaos, so they create them, and then stability will come back. But it will be continuous until we get involved in politics and put in place a system where if it provides sustainability for any investment we make for.
That's true.
For pay.
That's true. You know, when this crisis starts,
yes,
a lot of people, diasporans, they are the few say they so
you're not concerned.
You're not concerned, right? But they forget for no say they get relatives back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, even based on our culture, if you know say they be bury your big papa or your papa for village, right?
You cannot abandon that.
You cannot abandon. So our communities are part of us. You know, our relatives, the extended family relations will get that. So it affects we in a way because those people that do the big when they move, they also start demand a lot of money support from us.
Yeah,
you know support. Oh brother, who there for this place?
Chop no day, work no day.
That's stress we too for year.
That's true.
You understand? The economy, our own life first of all, it also be very stressful for you. And then you add another person who tell you say never chop for 1 week, for 2 days. It became
the message you now back to back.
Yes, we all these things that as a result of bad governance, and then also a poor collaboration. You know, our own self for diaspora will be our own contribution back home. How would we mobilize ourselves for CC will become a positive force back home. You understand? When you look at other countries, it's different.
Yeah.
Most of what we talk about our country is negative. Most of us, majority of us, and the system you don't develop anti coping strategy for we, for also attack we.
Yeah.
You understand? So everything we will do, more will know say the system in place, right? It also get the own strategy for also get back on us. So we cannot forget about home. All we need for doing a positive force. How we mobilize ourselves for become that force we they will rely on we. You understand? Or for collaborate, for do business, for development. We don't hear, we do for America, we don't see many things, many good things. So if see if it happen for our country, right? If it happen back home, life will be better for everyone. You understand? Now, instead for you for say, okay, how do I get my politician? Because we must first of all start. Charity begins at home. We must start with the politician, the day around us.
Yeah.
You start lobby. Hey, say this. How can we do this? How can we do this at our local level? The politician too. You know, it then a level by level from the mayor or from your councillor.
Yeah.
For your most local
quarter head self.
Quarter head to the council.
Yeah.
The councillor to mayor now. If you push a deliberation for council, where you go impact your whole municipality.
Yeah.
And when your mayor see him so, a parliamentarian took come, it say, hey mayor, how did you get this? Say no, I get my brother we did aside, and I will push this idea, and the idea don't work. Parliamentarian go take and go for National Assembly. Now so policies sometimes we get for contribute for home. But on the contrary, our people sometimes it's always negative.
And for me, sometimes I understand them also. I understand them. We grew up in that community where all man be defined like Gary. Once you get to that place where you feel like, oh, I don't get my own small, you don't want to take you part for anything anymore. You don't want even hear you anything. But like me and my brother, they talk for years, whether I would like or not. If it don't affect you today, it will affect you tomorrow. Like he talk. When the whole crisis broke out in 2016, plenty for we for diaspora will be like, I don't get me time, you know, worry me. Until they start kicking down our brother, them ask ransom, until they start burning properties, until people they know start people they go school, until your whole family, whole meeting tell you how they get for move now go start stay for Yaoundé, and now you be the only bushful away you get for sustain them financially. And then people start realizing this whole thing. Now the reason how that whole that's in the failure, the burden way it start be on people, especially for diaspora. Family members start discouraging people. They say, okay, we don't want with that thing again. Now go back for village. Now go back for this and that. We get forget this conversation, whether I like or not. Diaspora, if you look at every economy where it don't grow and it grow really fast, that's a very important role. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria economy is not developed now, but if you look at the progress they make them. Most of these countries, the India, China, all of this, look at the role of their diaspora, because now diaspora can see what they happen over here, copy the ideas and they either go replicate them or just export the ideas back home, and then people then they carry on. We get to change the mentality of our people back home, especially. Man, not going to that. More just jump into that. Have you talked with we'll get a few topics that we'll just touch, and then now we'll jump now into the main topic for today, with now the municipal and legislative elections. You they come over past 11 February.
Yes.
When you hear 11 February, wait till you remember, wait till the camp in your mind.
When I hear 11 February, I think about bonbon, you know, the red and yellow bonbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think about canvas.
Yes.
White
White.
socks. And they think about okay, match pass,
Yeah.
you know how we get for beef for back,
Yeah.
you get for talking.
Yeah.
If you don't get belt, you get for fire rope. You know, I live with my
If you don't match, they don't kill you.
I live with my grandma, so you get for move that shoe lace, you tie up my waist, I go, you know. It will be a very memorable event, you know. Today, when I look at Youth Day, I be ask one of my brother where they down when a very good politician. I ask for 11 February, I say, why would change the name from Empire Day to 11 February? Because when we look at Empire, you know what mommy then, and then the first what family, and then the first give you that urge for 11 February. Like Empire Day come, Empire Day come, Empire Day come. You understand? Now, so it affect we. You know, we get for start practice, match pass, chorus singing, traditional dance. So, and then you get to think about small savings. So you don't do
you start to that savings.
25, 10, 5, 5,
small box.
Oh my God, when you get 100, you be rich man. You get to go buy
your kumba bread,
sardines. No, sardines now. Chocolate and butter. You be rich man. If you hold us so all your friend they carry the cutter small. No, you see, no chop quickly.
No chop.
So, it's been a very good, very good.
11 February used to be a very wonderful moment. Me, I been a teacher at Peking. So technically, mommy they always get away with to make sure so you no go mad look over them. They be already know a waste of time and things like that. But if when a teacher go see threaten you the next day for school, for beat you, for punish you and things, some days there's time they don't even punish you. But I like the whole mindset, the whole culture where they don't build them around 11 February as he talk. It start teach you how to save because that on that day, and you ever learn and the hard way. You just go, and you just realize so 11 February reach, all man don't buy bread and chocolate, buy bread and this. Now you want no get no nothing. And then you just realize it so people they be done the save for that day for the last how many months. So now you go find your own bank, you start to save now for the next 11 February. And imagine the happiness when you don't actually save you to get like I kind 650 where you don't do your match, you know, so okay, if you buy a bread, if you try a contract, if you try a gidi, you they already buy a canvas. Like the culture that was built around that was just phenomenal. But guess what? When I come to America, I realized we still do more. 11 people are going to be a brand way if you market them so well. So many people can make wonderful money just from that event during that time. Because right now, people they make money, they go sell during that day, but it's they don't really market them for the way you get that weight where more people can. It's very, very possible. 11 February, all kind of activities, because that was the one day when the whole town or the whole village or the whole city, it come out. They gather for one place. You see all the talented guys, and the guy we know for turn stick, the guy we know for match. I say now the most beautiful girls that they carry. Where you say Kaskumba they come. That girl now will carry on a flag on a way to Kaskumba. I mean say now be the most beautiful. Like the whole thing about 11 February was just wonderful. But as he talk, we don't even know it's to happen right now. It's just there. It still get value. It get value because it always get value. You understand? People just want to come together and celebrate certain days for their country. But is the government, the leaders in place, are they even doing anything to add more? Because you don't get for be stagnant. You don't even get for the regress. You only get for to get better, and better, and better. Just like I want to talk even about Super Bowl. You watch them. You pay attention for Super Bowl.
I not really be a fan of Super Bowl. Yeah, so I not be a fan of Super Bowl. I just did me around our European soccer. Yeah, so now they are really pay a lot of attention to. Yeah, because I grew up for soccer, milieu, so everything about me just about soccer.
The earlier you start learning about Super Bowl, the better. Because that picking them leave you.
I know, right?
When they go school, come, Daddy Super Bowl this, Daddy this, you go learn about. You get for know the names because it not be embarrassing as you're beginning, and you know the beginning of the year when you call one of that player their name, you know respond. Oh, daddy, are you that empty?
You know they talk their mind.
They talk their mind. For them, normal thing, no. If you talk about, or even though your friend every tap is them, your partner know this. So we'll go for Lenham. Now the reason why they bring up Super Bowl is because whether we like it or not, sports, just like what Papa don't always use for Cameroon, Mr. 40 years plus. Sports don't be one of that thing the way we used to feel as sports being a political arm. And even for a task year, I don't see them. This particular Super Bowl we passed was so controversial because the halftime show, the person we began for do the halftime show, some group of persons, if you pay attention to that group of persons, a particular party, people, they feel like that man not qualified for do a halftime show, and they give their reasons, them, oh, it tongue at the Spanish, or songs them, oh, na did. So you don't realize, say, this whole taking our America back idea, and the reason why. So now that I start pay attention, like, it means these things they would look at like it's just sports. No. The people that they organize these things, they actually have some influence, and they actually push a political ideology. They say like Cameroon Cup final. You understand? Just imagine when PWD Bamenda win Cameroon Cup.
Yes.
Right now, you don't realize they play matches for Bamenda.
Yes.
We need the year Amber, they go for that. Because they know say if you attack PWD Bamenda again, you don't.
Bamenda.
Yeah. Now that boy will say we don't want to again. So whether we like it or not, as a community, we must pay attention for all these things then. Especially the major sports events them. I learned a lot this year. I don't watch the Super Bowl game itself, but the whole controversy around, because when they announced the artists, I actually made a post. No, I comment for some site about the artists. I say, the Bad Bunny too now, bro. Only the number of people there they can't comment under them comment. Wow. I was like, whoa. And then I go start look. This guy is actually one of the most popular artists right now, most streamed around the world and things like that. And Super Bowl, NFL, it go and say he want to take that football thing not away from Americans but to the world. It want maybe global. You know, maybe not only Americans they watch and only Americans they enjoy. No, it want because football finals, World Cup finals, they get about 1.2 billion views. Yeah. Super Bowl final they get about 130 million. Not even all Americans. Yeah. So if you make them more popular, guess what's going to happen? More people even out of the country will start watching.
Yeah.
It increase their streaming numbers and bring them more money. Yeah. So they want to use it that way. These other people they feel like, oh no, they pushing a political agenda them because this particular Bad Bunny guy, if you look at the ideologies, it relate more with the other people for that left end. I was like, damn, this politics forever now. It was, and that's why they always remember back in the days when elections have become like this, especially municipal and parliamentary elections. Yeah. And that time the other our grandfather or Kati, they come to you, I want to be president of PWD Kumba. Yes. I want to be president of Maritime. Where they go now waiting?
I forget fame, be known, maybe people know them so that they feel easily navigate through the political.
And they always win.
Of course. Now it make them be great today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they know the strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately today, the thing will be organized again as to be feel say again for me.
Yeah.
And so they fear now how they go. We go inherit. What we go inherit from them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, na good values or na bad values.
Mm-hmm.
So now the question that way it remain for the we get for ask them. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which values they will go inherit from them? Mm-hmm. Na good values or na bad values? Because if you look at what it happen now, everybody they try for do something now for ye and the family. You understand? For a mass work. Community life no day again. You see, everybody don't be as an individual. You think about you, your children, and maybe so your few family members. Even if the community die.
Wow. Baba, Biagio come over to celebrate 93 years.
Yeah.
What you think?
93 years, 93 great years. Unfortunately, the state will celebrate in his absence. He will be represented for the Palais de Congrès.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so the state government officials they be there for celebrating birthday in his absence. I don't know whether I know day for country or
no in the country. Videos, pictures they actually circulate with videos them where they actually go do some other celebration. It means just close members.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if, because you know this whole idea of reshufflement, maybe no one really be too for some kind of place where you can't celebrate me today and then tomorrow I don't kick you. I don't know.
Well, now politics.
Yeah.
Now politics, that game, you understand?
Yeah.
So now they like the employer.
Yeah.
Now they appoint. You understand? And they get for understand say at any time their mandate fit end.
Yeah.
So it not be an everlasting position. So until we understand this one, and that is why the government did the way they, because people don't come for position, they feel like this position get for being me.
Yeah.
You understand? It get for be me until my picking, I don't grow my picking where go can take over. You understand? So that's why the government did the way they. Everybody wants shit off a place where they until that they may picking can take over. If you hear some months behind, years behind, they don't talk about Frank Biya coming to take over. That's the best candidate.
Talk, no, Mukete and I begin not take over for you. The other man to
you understand.
Yeah.
So keep why Frank Biya? So we no get other candidates, we no get other people the way they fit take over this country. What be Frank Biya a contribution for the development of the country? We need to hear it.
What be qualification first of all?
No man,
is he even qualified?
No, that one, you know, some things they did for this country where you want to ask them, right? It be like a taboo. But you feel for no say, as soon as you take over public office, you be accountable to the public.
Yeah. Whether I like or not.
Whether I like or not. But for Cameroon, like taboo. You know, you want, if you even ask about our politicians, their qualification, whoa. It becomes a taboo. So we'll keep the pray. The legislative election, they come up, I don't know when, because according to the electoral calendar, it is supposed to take place this February. But
February or March?
Between February and March, it's supposed to take place. But now we'll never get no announcement where head of state they put them. We don't know whether it go hold or it will be postponed. Remember, I said it be postponed sometime back.
Yeah.
Right, so for be postponed this time again, it's not something new.
And for postpone and the journey for na parliament do right? Na an individual.
Okay. Now our system be programmed in such a way where it run. I say it run in such a way where you know if you really know, you know if you really talk say this, so we have standard procedures. You understand? Because the standard procedure, everybody they come and say by the instructions
of the
head of state, So you don't know, because standard procedures they not be respected again. Sometimes president go just come and go move a decree, putting a date for elections. You understand? Sometimes you see person will be delegated. You know, you remember now we don't get delegation of signatures. So we don't know whether that's on general to for inside presidency to come talk about elections. So we not get standard procedures again. Anything can happen.
So issue there I want to talk about them, especially because we come over talk about this whole people coming to leadership roles, leadership positions, and they feel like na their private property, they can do whatever they want to do and leave when they want to, especially when they feel like they don't decide, say, okay, na this man I go take over for me. One of the conversations we don't get our community lately, na the Palava chiefs. Well, we grow up, we know see chief tends until we didn't have some family, and they get to trickle down. Papa if pikin, or papa if pikin, boy pikin, or the brother if he take him. It was more of a family thing, and then we grow up, start here, say, this man to be chief, that man to be chief, SDO don't can decide, say, presidency, don't talk, say, chief. I don't know. What do you think about this whole chief?
I know. One hot news where they happen around now, Bangulan. You know where we grow up, we no say this so for Northwest. You know, the kingship for Northwest, not to way, you know, if you touch them. You know, it be well structured. You see now, we no say that Ngumba house. When they talk, it finish. Okay. Unfortunately for, I think that was 2021, if not mistakenly, the phone of Isu. Isu be assassinated. Yeah, a woman, you know, he be assassinated. And then it just start raise controversy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I start ask myself, man,
If they feel kill,
if they fit kill the fund, you understand, for Northwest,
yeah.
and up till now, ISU never get a fund, and then you start see people now don't start rush for administrative authorities for start
May they
seek
appoint them,
authority, may
yeah.
they approve them
Approve
and things
them,
like that. And then I start ask myself, hey, we don't see this thing for coastal chieftain.
Yeah.
You understand, for coastal chieftain, so we'll not say okay, it's normal. But will not be think say it will get to the Northwest,
Yeah.
where our kingdom they don't be desecrated
Mm-hmm.
for some level where even the fund himself was supposed to be a custodian of the tradition. You understand? Now he help for sabotage the tradition, for expose the secret of the community, because Ngomba house is secret, that the whole secret for the community. So if they don't get unresolved crisis, you understand, for this long, and then instead the fund for go back for appease his own people, instead go side now with administration. Then you start asking yourself, why when they want put fund or chief, they follow a traditional, they say according to the tradition and custom of the people. You understand? Who are those tradition and custom of the people? Now those kingmakers, that Gomba house. You understand? And now, when this same Gomba house want dethrone you, administration said no. They no follow procedure. Administration know what did it happen from Gomba house before they enthrone a fund. Who the administration say that Gomba house no follow the procedure where they enthrone you for dethrone you, and then they start quote about state law and so on. Now that law they put fund, that state law they put fund, or the traditional laws they put fund. So some of these things they keep you now start doubt, where we go find ourselves in the next years. It means say even for Northwest it could happen where some man just stand up, they just go voting for public, like how they do it for.
I don't even say vote appointing.
Maybe appointment could even come from
because we don't see for Southwest where SDO just can't talk say presidency don't talk say Nadimange will be chief. So it means it goes up, and I like the fact that you bring the whole difference for that particular sector between Northwest and Southwest. We for coastal region, chief na very important person for we, but we would already, I can use the word desecrate. That respect for our chiefs and every day again, because they don't start wear jeans, they don't start the horses small chap that we most of our friends them don't start be chiefs. So we start realize say that spiritual aspect of look chief now it not be there anymore. But when it comes to Northwest, when it comes first of all to their culture and until it was so respected, and we from Southwest, now one of the things that way would envy, I think say envy from Northwesterners. But for me particularly, we see what it happen now, see a whole chief don't leave village, the state of Douala or Yaoundé, because say Amba boy them, 2 or 3 Amba boy them, they don't talk say, so until of waiting Amba people for America don't decide say chief no go stay for them, because and you want to look and find say even because of their personal issues them, maybe the chief don't give some land where if papa be get them for some other rightful person and it vex and it don't be a leader now for Amba group. Like the whole thing about this chieftaincy fun or the whole thing about the whole palaver with the back and forth people they go, it just devalue that throne, because once you don't get to that place where now 2 people they drag the throne, drag and even when they finally see that the man be the rightful chief and the whole village accept, guess what? Insults already passed, disrespect already passed. People already understand say I mean say this chieftain because back in the days will be no say if you even struggle and say you want fight chieftaincy title, you just die. You just die.
They be get us small stuff with they be hold on.
Yeah.
We not say if you point
you that you are gone.
You go turn goat, you go turn fowl, you go turn anything. It shock me when I read the comments where they go on for social media about the fun of Bangula. You see, I is surprised. I'm like, okay, what becomes of us tomorrow? I'm telling you, if the Northwest people they not come together, they arrest this issue as soon as possible. In the next 10 years, funds for Northwest they will become like coastal chiefs. Because right now, the government be very strategic. Gradually, they take them, say, okay, you are now auxiliaries of the state. They put them under allowance, small allowance. They start give them appointments. How come, safe in a good state, for country where it get a respect for tradition, you understand? You go put chief leader for political campaign for some party.
If you say the chief get for dinner,
get for deny. Say no, because for that community, he get for receive all the parties. You understand? And then he get for be a moderator. Chief get for being a moderator where they receive everybody. And then how come the chief for a particular community now leader for some political party? Now he get for campaign, campaign leader.
It's not supposed to be like that.
And then small time you see this other party one come, the chief the say you will not come to my village.
My village.
This is my community. You will not campaign here. I don't want to hear that thing. You don't want to hear what. And for we, that is the law. Because what? Justice is the interest of the stronger party. And since now then they in power, now then the command, right? So anything where they talk now the law, now justice. So now the situation that we find ourselves, nothing will be coordinated. Everybody just do your own thing. Chief could carry a whole fundum transfer. In those days, we know say chief need to work anyhow.
If chief were even worker,
how come you even carry out all your fundum, all transfer?
Not before 1 month, oh
my God.
So one they don't stay out for 5 years, 6 years. So I know say now for their life they carry city. But guess what? If you be chief anymore, if you be chief where you never even, it means you never command your people. You never, because normally we get will be in that campus. Now he can't talk. So when thing they don't hot for village, he come can't talk, say stop. All things stop.
Now because we don't, our chief they no be moderators again. That is why.
Yeah, the people don't realize it. They don't take side. They don't take side. They take side now because of their belly, maybe even for the people.
Of course. That's why. Because we'll still get chiefs for Southwest and Northwest where they remain for their villages. From 2016, 2017, so to carry today, we'll get chiefs. Like I know plenty they will their communities. You understand? Because they know I know say at some point government to start asking them, say, how come all our chiefs they don't run?
You take side with that people.
Take side with these people then. You understand? But not knowing say no, the chief don't identify himself for anywhere for any of the parties. He just they say, I deal with my community. Everybody is my person. When I be my people, the government is my people. Everybody, they accept everybody where can. You understand? Yes, but because they don't, most of them they don't take side. Oh, they get for run for their safety. But if you run for your safety, what do you do? When you day for that side where you take your safety, you do try back for start consolidate your population. Talk to them. You see, and say, okay, I don't run for my safety, but that is the palace. You understand? The palace is not his palace; it is the community palace.
May I ask you a question before we move on? Yes. Do you think this whole chief palaver? Because now one other challenger with me, or maybe even challenge one other thing that I really think because that would grow. Chieftains, we don't see Pikiwe. I think one of that villages in Northwest.
Baba.
Yeah, where they begin they're like 7 or 8 years old Baba. Now. Where the chief this and that. It don't take over from me, Papa. Small picking, community get for grow and things like that. Decisions they get for being made. I know say get how they for the chief,
the council,
councillors or kingmakers or whatever. Where if he help you until he get to age. But the other question I ever ask now, not be all Papa. Because the reason that way, we need to allow me Paul Biagi presidency for Frank Biya. We don't think say Frank Biya be smart enough for lead Cameroon. Yeah. Qualify for lead Cameroon. But when it comes to chieftaincy, automatically the Pekin for the Papa, the Pekin get for take over. Papa, we don't care whether the Pekin be smart, whether a good leader or anything. The argument I say they don't already training for become a chief and things like that. Do you think it's fair in 2026?
Okay, I think say we don't fail for a very long time, so this gap become very wide. Because normally, when you become a chief, whenever you grow up, you be already know who will become the next chief. You you see some picky will be very close to
The
the
papa.
chief. Why be close to Papa now? Because it's training. It's training for the things that we is supposed to do in his absence. You understand? When we say it be hereditary, we expect those transition when you start training your picking.
Yeah.
So make the community start see this so that the heir apparent to the throne.
Yeah.
You understand? Yes. But, so if you not see some of these things there, we'll be bound for go look anywhere for community for person will be competent for take on the matter. So I think that the thing that we don't leave it don't expand, the gap don't become very wide. So it be very difficult now for go back.
Because I feel saying of the way the state also to make an argument. The state they make the argument say, this man is papa, yeah, now be the chief. But the picky one I would see him so now I make it chief because say if I be the chief, he not be competent enough. But with the sense of other man here, he go school, he understand administration, maybe he go support we and things like that. So we feel saying that person will be chief.
Okay, I think the state is just use that strategy for its own benefit, right? Because it's supposed for liver for the communities.
For this,
you know, see, democracy, state democracy, and our own traditional democracy, they're different. Our traditional democracy, they're different. The way we take them for select a king. Now, in the absence where Papa no train a particular child for take over ye, they go look around a picking them. No one will be competent. If don't want to be competent, they go look around the family, the brothers and sisters. But it could be within the family. You know, if you tell me say within that family, they don't get
so one person
will be competent enough where they feel say even if you know be trained, the council of elders they know if guide you. You understand? Say okay, this one at least learn plenty, but we feel guide you for be the kind of picky way we want make it be.
Yeah.
If you watch Nigerian film, most Nigerian film, them those traditional Nigerian film, you will always see say some king will be maybe it is struggle for get boy picking.
Yeah.
So that if he train it for take over the
chieftaincy.
The chieftaincy. You understand that? If you know they go look around their brothers and things like that. Sometimes you see Papa go even get that one picky, go send it abroad, go train it very well, maybe well informed, and then after a certain time bring it back home for start learning the
cultures,
culture. So some of these things that we will not leave them out, and then politics don't come infiltrate, we don't take over, and then everything now will just be politicized. We don't start looking at the interest of who is more powerful. That's why you see people there, they never ever be for some village. Then too they struggle for go be chief now. Because what their mama be tell them say you come up for this village, they don't start identify themselves and they feel say they feel become chiefs. Because chief now don't be a power, very strong, big power. Yeah, so that is where we find ourselves.
People don't start asking whether phone lines are open. So Mark connect and then one call the Vista pass.
And for ask we whether it will be possible for come back to it, it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult.
So person they make some point for okay, phone lines they open there for any person you want call. If you go ahead and call, and then you make your contribution. So person they talk for say since Northwest Chiefs them be to the president, that was the end to their custom and tradition. Chiefs them don't choose money over tradition. I don't think say JJ better days. That was a good remark or good opinion, but not make me look like Northwest Chiefs because even Southwest Chiefs they don't do almost the same thing. Even the one that for Litoga, all Chiefs they don't surrender their powers. So I just talk and say mono make me be like some particular group of persons now almost the same thing. And I feel agree with you. By the way, what do you think about it? You talk?
No, I think that recognition.
Okay, we'll get a call. We'll take the first caller. Hello, Baba.
Yes, Baba.
Yeah, would get you very well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, would get you.
Okay. I want to give a very good welcome for our host. Very interesting for our guest. Very interesting input we get so far. We don't learn a lot. I just want delay on this chieftaincy thing because somewhat a big concern.
Okay.
But my point being, I say, it be tied to spirituality and religion. And because part of it now, because we don't fail for that aspect. I will take two examples. I will take Bamun Kingdom. I will take Lamido them for North. Leader, not just being an administrator, it be the spiritual leader of the people there. So they consolidate their power. Now, this thing will complain about them losing their powers now because state over time, not just CPM, even before CPM, structure the way for the slowly chop into chieftaincy. Would you should don't for Northwest, me I be from Northwest, would you look at and true Northwest more and more, you see chief, say, okay, now chief, but get the power like the chief will be no before.
Yeah.
But the fact on I say, slowly but surely, government don't creep inside to deteriorate this thing. We talk about chief say he get administrative background. That was not what was needed to rule the people. Now the consensus of the chief makers them. Because as they talk, they don't observe the princes them. At times serve the prince be the delegate, at times the chief be the send the picking them for go live for different palaces. May the other king help it sort, see with neutral eyes who could be the next successor. Then keep the secret to themselves. Till this day now, why normally when they catch chief, you suppose run because the responsibility where they give you no enjoyment, no day. But you see today na drama, that catch already make they see one run. If they allow us, go fairly, you'll get government position. Things have changed. But wait, if you look like one way to adapt to that reality now to keep certain things them constant, and I will take the Bamun Kingdom with the Angon Festival.
Yeah.
The king is still accountable to the people, even though they know they get political ties. Every year he comes in front of his people and he's symbolically dethroned. They tell you what they need to tell you. What did the say never do right? What does he need to improve?
Wow.
And he takes accountability of it. Now, on the other side, the problem too, and I will mostly dwell for the Northwest because now the one where I know.
No, I'm fine.
The other problem with the Northwest now say, we don't slowly forget, say, for example, chief no be just ruler for the community, now diplomat between the communities. For example, for Saiwa Komot, the people the way they'll know. Chief, for example, your mamine the commander for your kingdom. Your mamine ever come up for some neighboring kingdom. It's supposed to be palace speaking for some other side because now tie, now political tie they make with other kingdom to consolidate peace. Then when it comes, once they don't build that binding, so for example, my papa be no say if Mami no be come up for different kingdoms, so there was no way he could be a king, for example, even though it be no interest where papa be get, simply because there's a tie that needs to be built around the kingdoms. That is because you be king from here, but prince from this other palace, some kind of diplomacy they go on between these people. Right?
Wow.
Then the turn when we lose the House of Chiefs, because that was the one place where chief be chief, then still get administrative role, but in they lose the chief position. When they lose the House of Chief, they remain administrator, but which kind of administrator? And now they produce administrator or puppets. Now puppets, that's the difference. House of Chiefs were chiefs being administrator. Inam, if they make you chief, then send you to Inam, they just make you puppet because they give you a constant budget, they come in, they'll tell you what you will do and or not. Then last but not the least, now the way people then will treat our chieftaincy.
Yeah.
Which I mean by that, I say, we'll take the example for this crisis where people that be threatening chief, attack chief.
Yeah.
Will be fail to understand the role that chief they play for the development of the community. Will be decided feel like say yes, true, some chief that be take side on all one not. But the point was this: by destroying those chieftaincies, we were destroying the very essence of what could make us develop ourselves. Because chief, in a very core, supposed to get the interest of his people at heart.
Yeah.
So once you start threatening chief, who will speak for you on your behalf? If you know Lamido for Rebuba, if you know the Lamido for North, if you know Sultan for Baman people, you know say when it's all said and done, president they consider them like kingdoms within the kingdom. Just say. Now why you see, for example, Nabil Njoya, Sultan Nabil Njoya, he is young, but the influence we get, I think in only for being no still get and for Northwest. Nobody will not compare with the influence because they know the people who in the back, they're the backing. You piss it off, he will tell you straight and clear, we'll not go vote your party, you will do it. Same thing with Lamido for Rebu, but the influences they have. So when we start the attack our kingdom, the chase will try to our political agenda, we weaken the very thing with the people that want to be way on our behalf. 5 years from now, mark my words, 5 years from now, we will walk by the people that from the East Province. Mama me come out East Province. They're the slap chief.
Yeah.
You tell nonsense, man, the big chief up.
Yeah.
Now, 10 years from now, nobody will face the same problem because when the chief don't run, leave the people them, who takes care of the rest? Then you come back, people don't move on without you.
Yeah.
So, just to bring about to the legislative thing, there are an essential part of our political system that may be aware. Not be every position need election. Some position then come with what I would call anointing or choosing. Some people are meant to rule. And those chairs, when treated correctly, are so secret where the wrong person there doesn't live long. It chop you. But we don't succeed somehow for corrupt people them. And today, because a man don't go school or a papa prefer, at times they try to put picking way, but they're not born under crown, the king now. We normally, even they be born you out before a papa be king, you know people ask succession. But the kingdom, the people, them mark all them chief as they want to. We don't neglect that thing, we don't dilute them. To come back will be very difficult, very, very difficult, because it's gone so far. The only way back will be now to start to copy from people that don't survive through the test of time, the Bamun people, the Lamidos, try to understand how they do it. They have a way they do it. They have families that are dedicated. One last thing, the problem now with the Lamido people, the man over give them praise me, they hate too big. They don't fall for the trap because today Mulinex they decide who be Lamido. It doesn't make sense. It used to be a family rotation.
Yeah.
Say this family, after this family, now Mulinex don't can't say now you go be the Lamido. Hey, I see Cavaye just book up being a chief now for a village. You don't know how that one come out. It's unfortunate, but I think we have to bring out the chieftaincy thing because that's an essential core to our development.
I think maybe we will just talk about this chieftain next Sunday. Special topic on. Thank you, Baba. Wow. That was some deep. Okay, this is talk. I don't think JJ better days. That was a good. No. In it, okay. Yeah. That was something else, man.
Yeah. I think it do a very good insight for talk about the insights of how their funds, especially for Northwest, that they come up. And then I think another thing we would try for, I think the government get a strategy.
Yeah.
A very good strategy.
Divide the people.
Yeah, Northwest will be now one of the targets. They don't clear off with the Northwest. So the day now that they attack the North, for clear off with the North. So I sure say when they complete this agenda, we don't go get anything.
Any
again.
Voice. Because I see talk back in the days, it was okay. I think the other person too want to contribute. Hello, Baba.
Hello. Yeah.
You want to make some more contribution for sure.
Yeah, I want to make contribution.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we talk about do I come? You inform me, do I enter a little bit late? But I want to talk something about change for Cameroon. If you don't try for penetrate Cameroon very well, you'll discover, say, you see that country, when you read its constitution, you'll notice there's nothing you can do. Cameroon be rude. As with the chop, we are picking for table, for their small table. Central table, and so the constitution of Cameroon be drawn. It's all centered around the hands of a single person. Means even for on the size tool, he can use it to rule Cameroon. If you not change that constituency, that constitution, there's nothing you can do. I even quote you something. How, if you follow the history of Cameroon politics, you understand how the government diligence come about. For a country where it be get a real functional constitution, for ever come. Then, because the constitution, therefore, no matter what the people want, whatever election you want, there's a presidential decree.
Yeah, we go appoint until we be above which one I don't vote them.
Yeah, be above which you want to vote them. It get a lot of problems. Even see the justice system. If you look Cameroon 5, who would be there like the Supreme Court judge? Anything what if he told me then go arrest some person, they'll go arrest them. So if you look at that country, it's not functional. Nobody say will be negative. Sometimes we need to be real.
Yeah.
People the way they don't really be smart when they look these things, they are tired of it. If Atanji Paul go for media today talk anything, even about they'll just go and do it. So when they talk, so who side the Supreme Court, who side the other courts and they, because on thing the way there's a way human mind functions. You grow up to learn. Then your mind be coded towards thing where you learn them. Once you learn something, understand thing as so it did, then you face the reality, not be so it did. You get lost, and that community becomes it becomes so haphazard. Because thing where you learn them for school, and I say there's a Supreme Court, there's an appeal court, there's
this person who's
when those
supposed to
court
do
then
this.
just they look and say no,
function.
those court then you discover say they just they know the function. At times you profit or anything go. Then why you want to talk good about that place?
You want to be in a Tanganji Paul.
Yes. Then some second thing when I talk about development, no, we say I talk the one out of experience. People don't horse it before you come. Development for bring development of Cameroon, especially foreign investors, it's hard. Why Cameroon gets on law? Say if you come for invest as a foreign investor in Cameroon, there's a Cameroon city, a Cameroonian must get 60% shares, around 40 to 60% share for that business. When you bring that investor, now the first place where they take you go for Ministry of various ministry, if not forestry, you'll go for forestry, you'll go for trade and commerce and all the like. When that investor, some man will bring a word to do company, they just fight you, just leave. They deal with that investor. Start that company 2-3 days. They put their picking and they be part of that 60% shares without even understanding what the business is all about. They don't contribute anything. After 4 years, that man go bankrupt. They use coordinate drive the person out of Cameroon. So these things are actually facts. They think that say when you see people they talk for Cameroon, now people they don't get experience. Cameroon is very difficult until you demolish that constitution completely before if you move. Then secondly, this one for chief. Something we return need for the understand say Cameroon don't exist for how long with this chief? They've existed for a very long time.
Yeah.
If people they don't follow something for a very long time, they come to see say that thing no the work for them. What will happen? They're like nobody wants to be in bondage forever. For example, we need to understand chiefs then they be created for rule our various communities based on our sub-cultures and traditions. But politicians then be very smart. They understand and say, wait, if they want to capture the people one-on-one, it will be very difficult.
Just go through
the people
chief.
They don't grow for a very long time. Yes, for a very long time for waiting. When chief talks something, they don't say you don't follow, Balog will follow you.
Yeah.
They just can't pick that chief, then one, I win, they win their agenda. So why CCAT? They don't take that chief, then
corrupt them. Almost
all chiefs, then they're part of Central Committee or CPDM. So when you don't CCAT, the chief now a member of Central Committee, he work for a government where you know they work for you. Why one begin respect that kind of person? So the thing that say, just goes on time. I'll quote on one thing for your way, I'll explain and people don't believe until you don't go deal inside. I don't know why that be okay called the name. We see import of fish.
Yes.
Go back for Cameroon. Start a fish business, say one do import for fish. Their fish all go spoil for pork. You know, say fish be very fragile. You know why?
Yeah.
Conject can get custom them for the way in no one competition. Once you, I don't do a lot of people. Once you import that fish, they get processed. The way go delay on delay. Fish no feed there for pork for 3 weeks.
It goes spoil. 3 weeks. Yeah.
So what will happen? Those are the things where it discourage people. They don't put a lot. When you see no man, there's not for real. The way this country don't be built, it's not built for a black man. If we only live there, survive. But there's a certain level of growth we will not exceed them. All man want go back home. But ask 90% of people there, they will go back home, invest. Either the end of the year, they don't even get the way they determine tax. They just, it's a whole funny place until you really should on sometimes try to make you go put up. For example, if you take 20 million today, go buy fish for China. Bring a all spoil for seaport for no good reason. There's a lot of, you need for CD much also just move up. But when you look and detail in a way, Conject and no one competition. So they don't create a strategy for it, bring the fish. They know come up with that pole.
Wow, Baba, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Damn.
Okay, I think it talks something about when you want to create a company. Cameroonian.
You think so? I don't want to go into that company thing. I want to talk more about the chief. He talk about the centralized system, and he talk about how politicians be already understand, say, why go to the people where you can go to them, because that is actually the truth. That was what happened. We trusted this chief, like you talk, when he make that stuff, so all man be the fear. And then we start realizing this chief need to talk again now from the spirit, he need to talk again now with the gods, he need to lead me again because he get connection with ancestors. He need to lead me now because now some man tell you what to do and things like that. So you start lose credibility. And once you don't start lose credibility, as the other caller talk, not long from now, they will slap him like they slap the one for East. And when that way don't start happen. Because for kingmakers, they will wake up talk say, I think that put that Bambalan guy, right? Say, okay, you don't remember the would you pray me, you be cursed me, you die, and even before one die, would already put one person with things and achieve we for village. I don't know.
I think say now a very difficult situation where the intervention of the administration, yeah, it bring a lot of tension for the community. I be feel say the state at this point it go even come for moderate. You understand? Because traditionally they enthrone it traditionally. And so if they also use the traditional means for dethroning, it means say the community don't follow the procedure. And for the state for talk say they don't get right for dethroning, they don't follow the procedure, right? So one person must come for moderate. If the community they tensed in disagreement with their leader, with their direct leader when achieved, I think the next person will get for calm now for moderate, not before impose. And now the strategy this way the government don't use that for a very long time. Since they know say they already captured the chiefs, you know, they just come now, they just can impose. This is what I want. This is what the law says. Which law? In the community. You understand? Where the law is not followed that way the enthroned chief. So just like those the callers, they make those pertinent contributions. That way it will happen in the few years to come. Our chiefs, the people that will be look up to, the Northwest as example, they don't go down. They go down in the next coming years. Chiefs they go to drink for bar, like how we would drink for bar, would go for nightclubs, you know, wear jean trousers, go meet up for some friendly house. You understand? So they don't lose her. In fact, some of the funds go for Douala. You go see some of the funds there for street. They drink beer. In those days, it would be very difficult for see a fund.
It's difficult, man. For see fund, we did na teeth.
Yes, we will bring me. You get for bring your gift there for palace.
You get for sick audience, and then they'll tell you you come, and then they'll even prepare you on how when you go now, so you salute. Like when you even make, hey, you don't desecrate village, you get for pay goat, and nowadays it's not like that anymore.
I go for some community for Northwest, Ajung na Boyo, for Fundong, far inside. I go for that community. I surprised I see that fund for day. That fund never ever go out. It need to go out. But if you see tradition, like tradition, you go then at a B station for day. And then I ask you one time, you go out, it's a hard. A day here now, this is where I'm a place this. You know,
I really want to get this conversation because that is where it gets complicated also. It don't stay for they never go out. It means say you never know how internet they work. You know, I just for example, you don't know how a lot of things they work for the outside world. And now you get these other guys away, they don't come up for royal family, but they don't can stay in America, they don't learn book, they don't learn things, and they feel like no, one go develop our community. Maybe based on how they do research and stuff like that. Now the best stages where tap Phoebe. But according to that village chief, that place on a sacred land where the papa the doctor say, now this is where they don't go. I think we need to forget this.
Okay. I think even before we get that conversation, I tell you, development when they say development, they take into consideration those sacred sites for community. When we do elaboration for council development plans for Cameroon or prepare councils towards decentralization, we will go for the community. Some of those things that will be taken into consideration Now those sacred sites. For make sure say we map that sacred site so that if road one come for day,
may not pass for day.
Make it no pass for day. Because those things they no be
that will be attacking the people's culture.
Yeah. You understand? So today, if chiefs, politicians, even our engineers, they will get that now. They need to even go for read these technical documents the way they in place for see. You just see some people just work and say, may the road pass for you, may the road pass for you. You understand?
When are they shrine there?
Yes, they go say, you know, if we make this, this shrine, if we make a development, no come for country. The shrine itself is a development. Not development.
It means I like that point with that call and make them say the one mistake we make and say these guys are not just chief. They are our spiritual leaders also.
Of course.
Yeah. So
and then you go forward again, you see chief, he go now, he go kneel down for some prophet.
Yeah.
Say me the baptize him. What is all this?
I think now that one no. Yeah, and then you want to look the prophet. So small guy where we all will grow for Cartier. Now, and not disrespect to any prophet. I just thought so small guy will all go and some of them. See do the thing they will see do them. We all notice some of them na headmen them. But then because they don't use the head very well, you see a chief way, you respect them, they go bow and knee for it. Yeah, that's true.
And the prophet, some of these prophets, they don't make our tradition may be like saying a sin. The other day we get a small discussion, just a family discussion. I will start ask ourselves, how come they tell we say for marry more than one wife, now sin. Now so they talk about.
Yeah.
But man and man, they do it for they call her human right. Woman and woman, they call her human right. They don't call her sin. They call her human right.
But because in our culture, na a wrong thing, na a bad thing.
Exactly. How come so now they don't fool with so who can't believe for that kind of thing then?
Yeah. I usually say this and I'll say it again. The biggest mistake we'll make now for allow, because whatever they call Christianity or whatever, it's a people's culture.
Yes.
We get our culture. The most we should have done was allow the people who have studied, do research and things like that, and then maybe develop our culture. Because for me, culture my definition of culture now the way a people live at a particular time. You understand? So if we're part of them, they live so all this while, we copy that ways the way we're part of them, they live. But because we live for some different times, we feel ameliorate some certain thing them, and then we get to keep the core of that. And now one other thing that we get out of the people for year, are they ever talk and say, may them do whatever we come for year, we will respect their rules, respect their culture and everything. But may they not take this their thing and we go struggle for one impose them for that side. But already do 1 hour. More rush this. By the way, Amber.
Yes.
Now one of the people that don't help we realize it, so most of our chiefs they not be powerful. Was that a bad thing or a good thing? Or most of them be corrupt?
Okay. You ask whether Amber a good thing or
no, whether Amber a good thing. Whether them actually showing we say these people don't want to be fear. They no because you see the normal regular Amber boy who's on chief dragon here, and then you never even see village do anything. You never even see chief priest of village perform so because we know the chief they get wish and things like that. But from the way that guys they treat some of these chiefs that this and they will just be like okay, and even with the corruption.
I think say before even Amber, before Amber came, our traditional sacred sites, they've been already start being desecrated. Okay. I think Amber just got escalator. Yes. So I don't think saying that Amber just make everybody the well for Siam. But before now, our chiefdoms, they've been already start go through that desecration when they become more political than traditional. You understand? So for say Amber expose them, Amber just been a one cruel group. Okay. Because apart from treating somebody like that, you get for treat your elder with some respect. Even if the elder be wrong. Okay. For hold a chief, start dragging for road. You know, you videotape and then you calling names for your own opinion, because some of those chiefs they be just getting their own opinion. Say okay, I don't think say separation is the best thing. You understand? And as soon as he talks, so they carry some particular name, they give for you, and as soon as they give you that name, you become a black leg, they start mess you up. You understand? Now the same thing, it's just like when they be say, okay, may all government workers resign. How possible is that? All Anglophone civil servants, government workers, may they resign, politicians or so may they resign. How possible is that? It's not possible. You understand? So I know I'm getting to the amber.
We get plenty to talk
yes, yeah.
Legislative election. Now, some people will probably never know it to be municipal and legislative election. Most start for the in less than 30 seconds or 1 minute. Wait to be municipal and legislative elections.
Yeah, municipal elections, not twin elections. We always get this election together. Municipal and council elections in the most local term, na council election. So when we say council, you know, council no be not just the mayor. Yeah, council na from the councillor. You know, when you say councillor for place where I come out for my village, we get a councillor. My council area it be represented with 25 councillors. You know, because of the population and things like that. So we'll get 25 councillors for our council. So my village, Toko itself, it get 1 councillor. Where it constitute now one it be like our old mayor. Our councillor is our mayor. And then you get the mayor now for all the councillors. You understand? So that is the municipal elections. And it always go alongside with the legislative election, we'll call them parliamentary election.
Parliamentary and senatorial.
Senatorial, it always be separate from this one. Yeah, but parliamentary and municipal, they go alongside. So we get 180 parliamentary constituencies for Cameroon. So we be each constituency get for produce 1 parliamentarian. When a lawmaker will go vote the laws of the state. So by every standard, parliamentarian and lawmaker.
How important, because this is one other thing I feel like what people still never know, how important this not just the municipal election or the parliamentary election, how important the people to vote and the mayors and the parliamentarians they be for our community.
Okay, this one I think that the most important election is. Now the most important election is if you look at for any country where it is strive for develop. Now the most important election is. It get for start from our community. Who get for represent we for council? Who get for be our councillor? Because that is our own representative.
Our own voice that.
Our own voice that. Our own mayor that. You understand? Who is going to represent us? Because now through that representation, we will get good policies then way they guide we. When people sit and they start talking about, oh, now President Paul Biya, that's true at some point, now President Paul Biya, you understand? But who be our representatives at the local level? Okay, take for example, President Paul Biya send 1 billion per council.
No, na local representative.
Who be our local representatives? You understand? Where they go use that 1 billion, right? Do something with that. You understand? So that is the most important election. Now, a lot of people they be informed. You understand where they get the will. You know, they run away from these elections. One, they need to register for vote. They need to vote. Then they don't want even participate for lead their communities. Say, oh, politics is a dirty game. You understand? But forgetting say, as you run for take part for participate, right? Another person can make a law where it will affect you. Now the biggest challenge that we will get at. So we encourage everybody, those where they get a will, those where they get the resources, those where they be informed, right? For participate for municipal elections. Very important. And then at the end of it all, we'll look as a subdivision, as a division. If we get now 1 parliamentary constituency, we also look at, okay, who could go represent we at the national level? Because that is the heart of the nation. That is where the laws that affect every country are voted. Who will go represent we?
What do you think will be some of the qualities of people that will vote them?
At the level of Okay, the qualities, because a councillor is also a mayor. Yes. The first thing that say the person.
So technically qualities of a good leader.
Yes. I think for me, you don't need for be too educated. You just need for being informed and then get the will. All that. You don't need for get a PhD for be a councillor or for be a mayor. No. Be informed, get a will.
The will means love for the people.
Love for the people.
Love to wanting to serve your people.
Yes.
And yeah.
Do you know, say we get councillors for this country, country Cameroon. We get councillors where they never ever attend a council session since the day where they be voted.
They don't have the will.
You understand? They don't have the will. They there for Cameroon, but they never ever go for their constituency. Now, after the council session or after the parliamentary session, after you go back for your community, inform them for the major decisions they will not take. And what to be your point, your contribution towards that policy will not take. You understand? Nobody, you see people just come up for council session, everybody start finding a way back to the major cities. The community is not aware. And then the another one bad thing for the different parties. Now say one party it do now through it go through investiture. You know, it's not like they like community that consent for say okay, we could do our community election primaries. We could get a leader we could go represent with for council. We're supposed to be at the modest way that the communities they come together and say okay, we need a councillor who is best to represent us. They go through their various censorship, they pick a candidate for representative at the level of the council. If you begin for BISO, I think say the perception and the development this thing it will be different.
I think that is one thing I really like about America. Almost everything about America now vote. And the whole idea is say the people that go vote now they go decide. If we not like when I should for house, if not 3 people go vote, that 3 people will decide who. Now the day where you sit and you feel like say, oh, me too, I want to make my voice heard. There's already a process in place where you just follow a procedure, you just follow them, and then you make your own voice heard also. Yeah. You drive around America, you see kind placard they don't pin for kind side. Oh, vote for your commissioner of this. Oh, vote for your president of school of this. Oh, vote like everything is about the people's voice. And whether we like it or not, we get these conversations with our family, with our friends. We get let people know. Now, someone will say, I call the system be bad already. If people they know not to know how to know. It starts first with us educating us, and then we be patient a little bit until when we fix the system. Because if we fix the system now, people not even be educated. We never take advantage of the system. You understand? But if people already be educated, anytime a small loophole day, we can actually take advantage. Me personally, I'm one of those persons who feel like with what will happen for presidential election, if opposition structure itself very well and they are serious, they will take over many seats for parliament. Now, sir, I don't know what you think.
Yes, I think immediately after the presidential election, I think say Issa Chiruma and the party they go come up strongly for strategize on how they get for take up the legislative and municipal election. But you know the news will get them around. It should say the party now will go in for legislative and municipal elections, and we some of us will still think say they get time for go back for redraw their decision for go back for the drawing board for see how they feel go back for participate for municipal and legislative election. That is a very important election. They get for participate because if they take this election, the number of voters who they vote them for presidential election, and they go with these voters for municipal and legislative election, trust me, they go control parliament, they go control most of the councils. And when you take control over that, you're sure to control this country.
Now, we really don't understand which way the travel talk. Ma push them a little bit. Now, parliament for country, they make most of the laws where they move up to Senate and any other thing. Now one of the things in that way America know how to play them, especially American citizens, they know how to play them. In most cases, they either vote different president and vote different person for parliament and Senate. It's been a long time where they really do it. They do it for Uncle Donny, where they give all the house and see what if he do. But even at that, they still get their ways. Them. If you look at the way things they go now, you realize that the country don't desire. Since you say we press it, you get power. We will give the people in the house and need this more. See how you use their power. That is how important these municipal and legislative elections be. For those that say, okay, but wait till we mayor their rule, mayor they need to make laws like parliamentarians and things like that. Guess what? Mayors are one of the persons the way they do campaign for their party 24/7. That is the reason why it's important for any party to get mayor position for some town. I'll give you a simple example: mayor for Kumba City Council. Guess what? With the work with Amanda put in these 4 years, there is no way CPDM will lose for Kumba. We almost get first division team for Kumba now, so because of the work we don't put in. Imagine say now an opposition leader be there for day. If we use that resources to do the same thing, make a party popular. I remember back in the days before they were even bring this whole government delegate thing them. Now because opposition will win certain seats them, mayor position them, and then government realize say, hey, this will actually can do a good work, and then the people be like, oh, now they want to do it one time. Now for the way they impose government delegates for this council them. Yeah. But now na different time. Now they're back in the days. Now na different times. If you not do and the way you go for do them, better me preferably more una win the elections and then they cheat una. Me Oma no say they cheat una. Una come again una win. At some point in time, the people be fed up. Una win presidential election, they cheat una. Una come now for the parliament, the municipal and legislative election. Una win them again hands down. Imagine say come to for 2018. We don't already win 30% for parliament. And then the man come now with his own power. He win another 30%. They don't already dominate for parliament. But if we continue to play the game, come to another one go for legislative and municipal election. And then down the road, they don't cheat me. And then they want to start almost the same thing. You realize that and that's why I keep saying for me, these people they not be credible enough. May they just shift. I don't know what to do. Now, I want to talk about, I don't know if we skip that particular talk. No, when it comes to Senate, so one thing that will happen for Senate, we in as much as they vote some senators them, yeah. But okay, some contribution one coming again. Hello, Baba.
Yes, well, I'm chipping real quick for this legislative thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I could be wrong, but I think Metro at least come when a spokesperson for Chiroma don't specify, say they will run for the elections, right? Yes. I think she said that.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Okay. Yeah, but I think the other thing that say this postponement, not be just administrative of financial reasons. Mm-hmm. The man at the top know the game where they play. For example, the last postponement inhibit Kamto for be eligible for presidency. Mm-hmm. This other postponement have to kill the momentum where Chiroma and the gang we don't gather up.
Yeah.
Then with the presence of state delegates and all that stuff, there's always a way, and that one are politics. You know, if we talk anything, we talk politics and how smart you be. Mm-hmm. And CDM is really smart at playing their politics on the ground. But that being said, I think we'll get for put in perspective, and this one, I take chance for this platform for talk for all our people them. Grassroots politics wins. Grassroots politics wins. Because at the end of the day, at times, you know, they look at the political appartenance of the person, but the work with the person they do at the grassroots level. We take example for Mayor for Kumba. Yeah. You might, if he does a good job, heck, vote him. Yeah. Right? Now, we want constitutional change. Yes, we will go for those opposition leaders then where they bring constitutional change. But we'll put two things in our minds. If we see say the person we want to run not be able to be accountable as we talk city hall meetings and all that stuff. There's no point. We don't care whether you be opposition or who. Then you're not the person for the job. But on the other hand, this late, how do we call this man? If he be come to a campaign manager, if he be mayor for Penja, I don't forget the name.
Okay.
Eric something. He died a few years after, but this might be big CPDM. But during the time at Penja, he did such a great job before he Komogo joined come to later on. Eric Kinge, I think I named that.
Yeah.
My point being, say, we don't lost presidential or we don't win, it depends side where you did. Done and dusted.
Yeah.
May we try focus to pick the right people, because truth be told, we all see him with this young candidate from this young municipal person from CPM during election. Truth be told, even inside CPM, there are people who want change.
Yeah.
There are young people, there are dynamic people in any side of the aisle who want change. At this level, most start to make local change, because when local change exists, people get motivated to see the bigger change.
Very true.
So my point, I think, I want to say across and I say, yes, if we do the 1992 years game way, Pani John do so well, then Bia began to negotiate with Chiroma and all the rest to integrate people, then made the no parliamentary majority and all that stuff. That one are politics, you know, if you do anything. But what we do now, make sure say the people will put now very smart people, no matter their political appartenance, they will do things for their people. We need water, we need trash removers. That concern it to the concern who you put as your mayor, and then who you choose as your parliamentarian supposed to reflect your community at the end of the day. So that's my call. I want to just take the chance to call out everybody. For once, no just drop political appartenance, but look at community development. Man pass you carry back. Presidential don't pass. What will happen, but we'll still change how the next couple of years will be at the level of our municipalities then. So I think I want shipping.
But thank you very much. And for me now, why that I really want me we really jump into this conversation.
Yes.
Because like you talk, I use the mayor of Okuma because so many people don't call me plenty time. Tell me say, bro, why you talk about that man? He do a good job. And I think before I come today, I had a conversation with somebody who was telling me about Nokombele. Say Nokombele be there for year until for August or which I was like, bro, I know you not tell me. Yeah, that would have been a good person to sit down with and have a conversation with. Now one of the person that way. At some point, it make Kuma will look Kuma be like, whoa. Now so why man country they mean so we never even go. So very true. Not about party anymore. Now about person who know one for community. Now about person who know one for quartier. We either for me, either always show concern. Either always want to help people. Either always help people. Una person who know say be honest enough. Person will be transparent. Person will he go come for and say, okay, wait, I don't do away enough for and tell me. Ma correct time. Okay, for the one I thought I do away fine. Now fine thing. Now all we will join do them. That is all our communities need. I feel like if we do, especially because councils them. Now one other thing people don't know. Councils them back home they get power for come for year can negotiate their deals they will cancel for year.
Yes.
And if you benefit, they Nokombele did a lot back then. We be seeing Kuma urban council be get moto they work at they tea and this and that. Only for we forgot the other time for Ohio. But the council would they tell you saying that they donate other things for free. So it's not when it comes to the particular election, it be even about Cameroon government anymore, even about president. Now about who wanna get them, which way know, and how if he used to build a connection with people that they for diaspora and then take advantage of some of the things that they happen for year for Helewi.
Now the thing that I talk, I think there's some meeting there where we talk about diaspora a convention for Duam where they come up, and I will talk with those my leaders. I say I think we need a business forum, and for this business forum for be very successful, we need for bring in some leaders from home. Mogu see where the barriers they dey. Mogu exploit those barriers.
Yeah.
You understand, for turn into positive actions. Because we must bring these people together. We who are there for diaspora, who must meet with the people on the ground for say, hey, what is lacking? Where are we going wrong? You understand? And where are you going wrong? Where can we come in? And then we come together for do the things. You understand? So diaspora is also supposed for play a very important role for encourage our families for go register, for encourage our families for go
educate them,
especially for these municipal legislative elections. At least more could get some candidates their way. Even if we don't trust the system, if we trust the candidates, say, okay, they will be accountable for we.
They'll tell you what they
even within the CPDM, we don't get people there, they be very vocal about the system.
Yeah.
And they do the talk. When they go for parliament, we see them. When they go back for their constituencies, we see them, we see their actions. How come these people are different from these people? You understand? So it's the individual. We need for also come together as diaspora for say, hey, what can we do?
Yep. Very, very true. That's why I get a very important role for play. Because remember, for a very long time, the one thing with Cameroon government or the leadership for Cameroon always use and hold our people, who corrupt our people. Now the fact that they are belly, they empty. Now some of the people, if you maybe they don't get business, they don't get anything, they really lean on the salary way they come from government and things like that. But if we for diaspora we realize this person is a good person and we not feel say we know one may at some point in time maybe corrupt or anything, guess what? We can set up projects that he can run and he can benefit from, and the community also can benefit from. What diaspora not only get for she don't talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. We get for actual like he talk, jump into these things and have conversations and put in place things the way it go help, it go make it easy for whoever. Because now another thing also that once we start getting into that conversation, once we start put action, not only for talk. Any candidate out there go know say people they see us, people they watch, people they see we, like so they want to do the right thing. People don't call me. People don't call me when I pick my phone and answer the call. I was like, just the other day, I had a call from some wonderful person from here. Tell me, say, okay, this person and this person want to talk for me. Do you know we have a Cameroonian that is a mayor in Germany?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cameroonian been a mayor for Germany for more than 4 years now.
Of course, I think for 2015, I be read some research where it talks say the most educated black Germans, like Cameroonians.
Wow.
Yes, the most educated blacks so they did for Germany. Immigrants, the Cameroonians.
Funny enough, the guy is even an Anglophone. And when I had this conversation with his brother, and he tell me the guy the struggle for make sure say there's that, because that liaison for B, if it easy because I be mayor for day and even for year, we get people there for year where they know the mayors for year, they know people there for year. What are we doing? How are we exploiting these people we know? How you want to talk something?
You know, say this one one time I called one of the mayors for Cameroon. I tell you, say, okay, mayor, create a website. Create a website. Where you get a website, sell your services. Okay, through that website, it go easy for somebody for link you up with another council.
Yeah.
Because these councils here, there is no way they feel know about you if you don't get a website.
With all this scamming where they exist around now. Yeah.
Exactly. So you must get a website where they feel go, if you talk about somebody, they will go find out about that person. You know what the mayor tell me? He need authorization from the SDO for get a website. And I say, mayor, I don't understand. I know, tell me fine. Why you need an authorization? They say that is how the system functions. Now the problem is because same administrators are politicians, so they don't know for distinguish between political role and administrative role. You understand?
Yeah.
So they mix everything.
See, and I still don't bring up the Palava website. I might just point out something. This is something. I don't even think say we even need the mayor for Duam or any other person, and you don't even necessarily need for being a website. Nowadays, even your social media can be considered a website, because when you post on your social media every now and then, social media they keep all that data. If you post on, for instance, if some person want to ask whether Toridey be legit or not, the first way they do now, we'll see how consistent Toridey don't be. We don't post for more than 10 years. You understand? And if you look at the style of content of the post time, the type of things we do, it be consistent. So easy for me for Jogo to man say this is our brand, this is what we do. Even if you argue, it not necessarily need for being a website. You for diaspora will get data and everything, get small money. You will decide say now you're blessing that you want to bless your village. Create a page, Banga Bakundu, Kumba, Boya, or whatever. Find some picking there for down there where they did for town, where they did for village, or whatever. Every now and then they go take small pictures, small village, any small activity they happen. You take them, you capture them, you post them for day. As time they pass, now already credibility that page the bill. Once you don't exceed 3, 4, 5 years, you can actually use that as evidence for go show the place say this is what this council has been doing for this time. Can you support them with this? Can you do this for them and things like that? Sometimes we feel like now responsibility only for this council. No, if the council do am, now a plus because now them be the legit people they get for do am. But you also, you don't even need to do a website like I talk, just start up, and which is happening nowadays. We see people, the pages, they pop up here and there, this, da. Just put out as much information, as much in a way, if we do them for contribute for our, it's really hard to read a day. If I get to read it, and then talk about my people, and then talk about our people and things like that, how am I helping them? Now the reason I'll get the platform, for get conversations like this, for talk about the things that our people they do, for talk about individuals that they do wonderful things them. Just document, or for me, it's more like documenting these things that are happening and just saving somewhere. So if someday Kumba City Council, why even say, oh, we don't do this, and then the mayor say, okay, show me evidence, they not get them. They will say, okay, we know what, we'll get the major way, don't exist for America, so can you not the information this. You never know, they can call me and say, hey, what you think? I said, no, that would be legit. Small things, and now for the way they challenge D, you go back to the argument of Chief Palava. Chief of village will say, I don't know me the website to leave me that thing. But then the person don't travel for us, I know say this website because that is the challenge. I feel like that's the biggest challenge we have in Cameroon. We have these old people who are not, they're not be versed with technology nowadays, and they don't even want to learn. They just feel like we'll continue down the old way until we exit. And then they don't even allow the younger people to come in and tell and say, okay, you see the two do and so no need for do them again and so need for do and so you will for one teach me, you get how many years, you get how many years experience and stuff like that. My last question, you think the opposition, I know one call one party, you think the opposition get capability for win this municipal and legislative elections where they come for Cameroon?
They get the capability. When you talk about capability, they get the capability. But it be possible, very difficult, because we never start see their mobilization. Some political parties, they don't start hold small conventions. They talk about the municipal and legislative election, but we never see their actions for public, for mobilize the people, for get back the people's confidence, for bring back hope. For the people, you understand? Unlike CPDM already start get their meetings from the small clusters to seats, all those small things. They already start get those meetings for prepare for this. They don't even start get their list for who will be a councillor, who will be a mayor, who will be. They don't start get those people. So those political meetings they already start go behind. They will never see them for our opposition. So. It will be like towards the minute, they'll just pick people from east, west, north, south, and say, okay, to represent us. It will be like just a representation and not be a participatory activity where it come up from the grassroots. You understand? So if you say they get the capability, yes. Maybe possible, difficult. Very, very difficult. But if they start, because right now they never announced the date.
That's what I was going to say. Me say the postpone where the man even postpone the thing, it didn't say get for work for their advantage.
Sure. It did work for everybody's advantage because the postponement it also get for do with resources. The opposition get enough resources for mobilize. Just like you talked the other day, say CPDM, SDF get representation right down to the grassroots. That is true, but they get the resources for sustain those militants for grassroots. For example, if you send somebody waiting for Kumba, say, go monitor elections for the Komebalwe, and then you give it 25,000, where enough even cover a transport for go the Komebalwe.
You take 50,000 for CPDM,
man. Understand? And then he struggle go reach for the Komebalwe. CPDM just come with 50,000 and say, bro, you deserve for you. Take this 50,000. You understand? So. A lot of these things they get for be addressed. The first thing, if we not get the resources, we get for prepare the people their mind.
Yeah.
You say, okay, we not get the resources, but we strive for change.
Yeah.
Maybe diaspora also mobilize themselves. Say, hey, because we need change, this is what we want.
Yeah.
This is the political party we want. People from these communities come up. You understand? Even small groupings. For diasporas, they feel group of themselves, say, okay, for this community, now this party we want, right? When I bring people, we support them. Let them bring the change that we want.
Yeah.
So we cannot continue to say, oh, Cameroon is corrupt every day, and we are not doing anything to improve.
I personally actually feel say the opposition of Cameroon only be capable. It's possible they can bring the change we want. I'll be breaking down a little bit after presidential election. If any opposition candidate will be participate for presidential election, it makes sure say go back for a stronghold and push for make sure say a party win for them, because the most important thing I say make opposition win majority, maybe even one party. You understand? Well, opposition win majority, that's it. And it get for easy. It really get for easy. If America begin that system where we get multi-parties like how we get to Cameroon, I'm not sure say one party will ever get majority for house. But because again, a two-party system, one must get majority whether I like it or not. So for we, it get to be easy. All you have to do is mobilize. The same way we want to be push Amber around, we want to push opposition parties around also. The same way we want to be finance Amber, we want to finance on a local candidates, especially people who want to know say they be competent. Now we going to tell them what we do and how to run the village and how to run things them. We want to push on a local candidates them. If possible, we want to see some person in a really good candidate, but we either one, we want to know one at the name CPDM, but either for CPDM, we want to assure you, say, hey, we will just want you as a candidate. We don't want you for CPDM because no one put one money make CPDM take credit. But I assure you, say if you join the party, we will give you 20 million for running your campaign and did it, and then we'll mobilize all people for Cartier. Yeah. That is as simple as that. The same way we will be push all this whole struggle idea, all these devices. No, use that same energy, finances and everything, go on social media, make campaigns and all of that, and help the right people them for occupy citizen. If we do and so for every community, you realize say CPDM no win up to one third of the citizen for parliament or even the councils them. Because say for the whole Southwest, maybe also just again for win everything for day. For the whole Northwest, maybe Moon again for win. For the whole littoral, maybe Hiram Iyodiga for win. You go for Kabalibi region, he get for win all thing. If Bello Buba win for your own place, Isa Choguma win for your own place. This woman, Joya Nabamun, right? Yes. They win for their own side. The people for West Region, they find someone for them come to he win. How CPDM will survive? Because of the play that divide, CPDM they take advantage and then go still win. We go for look at as I call a talk, look at more like now the person who represent my community, my municipality, and whatever decisions they make for year, now it really affect me. Because bet you, I don't talk and I will talk again. I really that's not even the problem with Cameroon. Because they tell me now, say the mayor of Okuma, they do well. It do this, it do that, it do that, it do that. I would also have plenty other places. Them. Plenty other places. Kuma get mayors the way na SDF. Take your time, educate your people. Take your time, call and more just invest that small time. Make sure say that the right people they represent you at least for that level. Before now start even think about okay now for presidential level now they represent you for the and then maybe they change it one time. We'll start get them.
Just imagine by yourself. That when Belamoki, be mayor. Belamoki come, Ekemapati come. You see, the town was very vibrant. Yeah. You understand? You compare that with the mayor today, it be like mayor no day by yourself. If you go Boya now, it be like mayor no day. All the roads are bad, trash everywhere, dirty, the whole place disorganized.
Even for Limbe, almost the same thing.
You start ask yourself, yes, even for Limbe, you start ask yourself,
what to change? Nothing, no change. Not just the individual.
Not just the individual. Yeah. So now collective responsibility for everybody for participate, for either vote and for also participate for take care for your environment. You understand? This environment are for vote good leaders, make sure say you follow up. You know, say normally for council session, everybody supposed to participate. If you attend the council session, apart from the councillors, the way they invite them, they also get the place for audience them, where the one can follow up the deliberations the way they take them. Same thing for parliament. How many of us don't attend deliberations like that? You understand? Maybe you know just then not just for you for participate, like for ask questions or get answers, for you for learn.
Yeah.
You learn how deliberations that it go on for day, so that if you go back now, you still get idea for, because you know if you correct something you know.
You don't know. Yeah.
You must know something before you start fight for correct. Even when people write research.
Yeah.
Research now for close some gap.
How you even know say you're mayor they no get for do if you don't know you anything about what they get for do.
So it's a whole I think we need for go back to the drawing board as citizens for ask ourselves questions. What have we done to our community? What have we done to our country? You understand? And then we'll go back for say, okay, this let me contribute. Let me do my own part. Okay. I know say a lot of Cameroonians, they want always get name. You know, when you do something, they put a black placard, you know, sing them everywhere. Musicians may they sing about it. No. If they don't sing for you today, right? They will sing for you tomorrow. People go remember you. Do something where if you leave a mark, so that when you know day again, people go look that mark, they will remember you. That's all.
Are they ever talk same the same way you used to sit and talk for yourself? Say, where I wish this person be do this thing, so for make it easy for me. No say that the same way some other picking the should done so they wish we be do so certain thing them. So now your opportunity for you for do them. For those of us who did diaspora, for those of us who probably already get citizenship for year and things like that. Remember, say you helping Cameroon, you helping communities out of America. It's actually you helping America. If we don't build our community where people they need struggle for pass through, what kind of would then come for you, all of that, don't not forget anything for one do with that man, no comedy man, you don't forget all that struggle right now. So you actually helping you actually for me, now the easiest way that way we even help America for contribute to work for our community for way the people that they already did for this, they don't feel like they want to come here because things that actually they find things that they in place. No, not only peace, but there is jobs, there is this, there is that. I know it's difficult with the government, but if we continue to push, we continue to educate, we continue to get these conversations, we continue to call people them out, hold people accountable. Like it talk, even inside CPDM, with all this time it happen.
Yeah.
Someone it don't can show we say other thing they used to say presidential order and presidential that it need to work. Now SDO that for Douala the other day, I say what now who give order on who we tell say no, I need respect that order would go now by the law. The revolution don't already start. Now you never see them. Very peaceful, but I think they be very, very effective. We don't start see people in the community. CPDM mayors them. I see call for him Belamoki used to be a CPDM, but he did wonderfully well for Boya. Ekemachuka almost do the same thing. But the one now we didn't see CPDM, but we need to see it to the Duam. We used to have Nokombele for Kumba.
Noko.
It make place. It means that this problem now individuals and not really that person. In as much as that person at the top, we blame him because now he became a hell of a hold responsible also. But even if you don't want to do the individual for the sake of our communities, do what they can do to make our communities look like. It no matter what I have for Kumba, for Boya, for Tiko, for Bamenda, for Kumbu, for Kuseri, for whatever. If we have people from the community, I say it all the time and I will say it again. A bad leader with a community of people who are good will produce a good community.
Yes.
But a good leader with a community of people who are corrupt, like we are in Cameroon, corrupt and bad and lazy and only complain, not ever produce a good community. It could be now. I think that word is cacophony or something. I don't even know what it means. Any topic they want to discuss, I will not discuss.
I think we don't digest some very few pertinent things that they do on board. I think the only thing we'll get for do now for CR for encourage every Cameroonian where it'll be a voting age for go register if you never register, and also for make sure say you vote when time comes. So that we're not going to be cheated, we're not going to be treated the way we'll be treated during the presidential election. Mogu participate for elections. It'd be very important because sometimes some people go complain for me. Oh, they don't do this, and I ask, you don't ever vote? He say no. You don't ever register? He say no. So why are you complaining? Say, I complain, even if I register, I vote, nothing will change. Something will change.
Yeah.
Because now those votes we wuna hola and make the change in the car. And that's why you know if you talk anything, you don't get a voice because you know vote, you just been a critic. You want to see change, but you don't want to participate for the change. So
I ever tell people say sometimes even the one I vote now a very strong message to the people in power. If they go look they compare their list of people, they realize say, oh, now other people they go vote, they just be like, we'll not get with time. But if they really go look and say, wow, for the first time in a long time, elections for Cameroon, opposition, not maybe opposition, Chiruma actually win 4 regions. And when they even feel like say, okay, this region they will feel like say win number on a Tifam, they want winner. It put them pressure. Why you feel say they never do reshufflement?
4 key regions.
Yep. 4 key regions. It put them pressure also for someone do the right things, for someone do the good good things. If they want to postpone the election and because they be like, okay, if people work out their momentum where they take them for presidential election, enter for year, they go sweep parliamentary seats for other places. And possibility they say, even for Garoua, even for Maroua, no Garoua, even for Maroua, even for Gaoundéré, even for Southwest and Northwest, opposition physically win season for day, we miss go get majority for parliament. Now, why do they want push on? So, go vote. Make your voice heard. Even when they cheat, they know say they so pressure to be on them. So if we not fix this in them, it will see happen again. And before with time, people will get fed up and they will chakara place with him not told the advice. But they will fear. So man, ask some questions. I ask you. I don't know if you figured it out from there, but he say, I beg, ask our guest what he thinks about legislative representation of diaspora. Each continent giving a seat at the parliament to represent Cameroonians in the diaspora. Before you even answer, I don't know if Cameroon government never agree now. They don't give me dual nationality.
No, I think that's a very good point.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying a very good point. I just told me I say I'm not sure they ever because they are working and will not ever accept any tune where it will jeopardize their power. But go ahead.
True. I think if they deny we dual nationality, right? If we ask this one, okay, this is a very good point. But now how diaspora be organized, where our impact, you understand, it affect the country. Now how diaspora be organized, they know we as people the way they just be very scattered. This person for Canada go talk so. This person for Maryland go talk so, and then it go turn away. It then a fight between them two, Maryland and Canada. They talk against each other for social media. They quarrel. So we get for bill a force. It's a possibility. So if we push that motion, so make it go into law. Say okay, what is our represent? When you even go, what will be the statistics for we will do for diaspora? Will create an impact back home. Okay. Yeah. What will be the statistics? How many of us would they? Because for council, at the level of the council, where you go for some cities, then you see different tribes, different regions, they be represented for council because of their population. Somebody, I even read somewhere where somebody talks say by 2035, China will get representation for some of our cities because of the growing Chinese population for our country. Okay. Now, Mogo see how many of us would there for diaspora? What will be the impact or the create and back home? Then we will be able to ask for a representation. Okay. But if that one will be done, if the confusion, if we still be as confused as we are for diaspora for here, if the government, because the government they also use us for cause more confusion because they know say we are not organized people. So the area will become organized, we organize ourselves, and then we push a single motion. Say, this is what we want. Okay? Because they actually know our strength. But because we not be organized, they say unity is strength. So we'll be divided. Can we build our strength, put that motion, and then we'll see how far if we go. Because we know if we ask for the elephant, we've been a dual nationality, we already asked for this thing for years. Maybe if we start from there, but we don't get representation for inside parliament, then we start push that motion.
Ma end with this. After elections last year, I actually received a call from somebody we evident representative for embassy.
Okay.
And the conversation was they needed to do a town hall. So they want the government wants to go around for diaspora, they do town halls for people for diaspora, they take on certain things so they can take them back to Cameroon and stuff like that. And when I asked why they want start they say they want start either from Maryland or Texas. But when they begin the conversations, the person tell they say the best thing will start going at Texas because they already get Toridey for the way only help for bring people together, maybe they get a conversation if he actually broadcast them in a professional way. Yeah. And I was like, that's good. And then after the conversation, I asked myself, but why do people they want to do this thing now? That was already after the elections, where they already win elections, according to them. Why you think say they want start do start go around with mayor or one mayor, ambassador or whoever or representative from Cameroon for do the town hall, them ask people their opinion on certain things them and they take them back home to the presidency. Now because they already start feel diaspora coming together and having interest in policies and politics in Cameroon. They know say if they don't position themselves now, if we do it on our own, it could be dangerous for them. There is just waiting on this parliamentary, this legislative and municipal election will come for see if we'll see get interest. If the interest be bigger than what you be there for presidential election, I bet you, these guys will start doing the right thing. Because remember, for presidential election, for all the places away for diaspora where presidential election happen, opposition sweep all the system. Yes. It shows say this. So that was a statement say opposition will be happy with the party in. Now the reason the ones that make all the ones that do all that damage control. So now for you and me for continue show interest, for you and me for continue talk about this thing, talk about our contributing, talk about, remind people say go register vote. Even the thief will go register vote. It has to become a culture. It has to become a way of life. Say every time election day, I get to go vote. Every time election they come, I get to participate. I get to talk. You get to be part of this conversation. Not only educate yourself, but educate your picking and things like that. That is how we bring the change we want. Thank you very much for this show. I want to end before 2 hours because I want repost. I want to reschedule and me play at least throughout the week. If you get anything for concluding 1 minute, do them really fast.
Just like we don't talk, diaspora is our time for contribute for the local development for our country. Moko come together, the Cameroonian community for United States, for Europe, for come together for form a formidable force. So if we give positive proposals for our existing lawmakers now, and then for see how for effect some change. For see how if we come in for contribute to the development of our country. Home is home, whether you like it or not. Home is home. So that's my take-home message for you.
Thank you.